folks, welcome back to Rule of Thumb. Today I thought I'd bring you along for a little bit of an experiment. So we here in Ohio are under winter storm advisory for the foreseeable future till tomorrow morning. We've only seen rain so far, but supposedly snow is going to happen. So I was in the mood for something sweet. And I have been talking with my friend Kristin a while back about her fudge recipe. So my friend Kristin, who I've known pretty much since the beginning of time, has her own YouTube channel. She actually has two YouTube channels. She has one that's a vlog channel that is about her and her husband's life, which is where she shares some of her recipes and some of her ideas. And then she also has a beauty and makeup channel. So I will put links up above for her channels if you want to go check those out. But anyway, so she's been making this fudge for as long as I can remember, and I was like, well, what's the recipe? So she gave me the recipe, and I was like, hers calls for milk chocolate, and I was like, what do you think about making it with dark chocolate? Because I'm a dark chocolate lover. And she's like, I don't know, you should try it and make both and make a video. And I was like, okay, I will. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make milk chocolate fudge and dark chocolate fudge today, and then I'll take most of it and give it away because I can't eat all that fudge, but it'll be fun to try it. So what I'm going to do first is show you the ingredients. I have two full sets of the ingredients, one with milk chocolate, one with dark chocolate, but I'm going to show you one set, and then I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, and we'll move on to the next step from there. Okay folks, we're back. So this is what we got. We have 2/3 cup of butter. I have got 1 can of evaporated milk. I've got 1 container of fluff. It calls for 1 cup, so it may not take the whole container, but it's going to be pretty close. And then I've got 4.5 cups of sugar, and I have 18 ounces of chocolate chips. These are the semi-sweet milk chocolate. And it is 18 ounces, and the reason why is because the recipe's so old that originally the bag of chocolate chips used to be 18 ounces. Well, as we all know, packages have gotten smaller and prices have gotten larger, so here we are. So I did actually weigh these out. And with the sugar, I measured it with a dry measuring cup. It just happens to be in this one because this holds the sugar nicely for me. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to put the butter, the evaporated milk, and the sugar in a pan, and I'm going to cook it for 8 minutes. I'm going to bring it to a boil and cook it for 8 minutes. And then I'm going to add the fluff and the chocolate chips, and we're going to get it into an ungreased pan. So, I'm going to get the first 3 ingredients into the pan. I will move the camera over so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll move forward from there. Okay folks, we're back, and as you can see, I got everything in the pan here. So, I'm going to start stirring this. I have it on about a medium heat to start off with, just to start getting everything melting. Kristin recommends you do this in a big pot because it's going to bubble up as you add in stuff, so she said always use a bigger pot than what you think you're going to need. So, good advice. I probably could have had my butter a little softer than what it was, but, you know, it'll melt. So, I'm going to continue stirring this. I will bring you back when it comes to a boil so you can see what I'm talking about. Not that everybody doesn't know what bring to a boil means, but just so you can see what we're looking for. And then once it comes to a boil, I'm going to set a timer for 8 minutes. I'm going to keep stirring it for the whole 8 minutes. Now, Kristin says she does hers for about 7, so I may actually go 7, but the original recipe says 8 minutes, so that's what I'm telling you folks. So, I will bring you back when we get to a boil. Okay folks, so you can see we're at a boil here, so now I'm going to start a timer. Alexa, start a timer for 7 minutes.
7 minutes, starting now.
Alexa is a lifesaver. Okay, so I gotta concentrate on stirring now folks, because if you don't stir, it'll bubble over. So, I will bring you back when I'm ready to add the next ingredients. Okay folks, we're back. It's been 7 minutes. And you can see why it's important to have a bigger pot, because look at how much this is foamed up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the heat. And I'm going to get the chocolate chips in here. I'm making the milk chocolate one first. And I'm going to get the fluff. And it is pretty much a whole container of fluff, just FYI. By the time you account for what you don't get off the spatula and what you don't get out of the cup, I'm going to say a full container is going to be perfect. So, I'll get this off of here and get mixing. So, I will tell you, it is no joke. This is a workout. My arm was like about ready to fall off. I was like, man, I didn't realize 7 minutes was so long. Alright, I'm going to get this all mixed together here, and then I'll bring you folks back and show you what it looks like. Okay, folks, this is what it looks like once it's all mixed together. I'm going to get this into an ungreased pan. Then I'm going to rinse and repeat and do the same thing with the dark chocolate. And when I got them both in the pans, I'll bring you back and show you what they look like. Okay, folks, we're back. I got both of them in the pan. So I got the dark chocolate here up front and the milk chocolate here and back. I'm going to let these cool a little bit. They have already started to set. I mean, it happens quickly. As soon as your time is up and you add the chocolate chips and the fluff, you gotta stir, 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 get yourself a homogeneous color, like an all one color, and get it into the pan, because it starts to set up fast. So once the top sets on this a little bit, which the milk chocolate is pretty much there, I'm gonna put some plastic wrap on this and get them in the fridge and let them completely chill through, and then we'll come back later and we'll try some and let you know what we think. Hi folks, welcome back. I got Josh here with me. We're gonna do the taste test on this fudge. So, full disclosure, it's my first time making fudge, and my inclination was to put it in the refrigerator to cool it. Don't do that. It will make your fudge crumbly. Not that it's going to affect the taste, because I'm sure it's still going to be delicious, but it doesn't cut up into nice, neat little fudge squares like it should. So, when you're done with it, pour it in the pan, let it cool on the counter to room temperature, and store it covered at room temperature on your counter. Don't do what I did and put it in the refrigerator. So, we got here, you know what, this dish is maybe not the best dish, but I'm going to bring these up close so you can see them up close. Okay, you can see this is the milk chocolate. It's just a little bit lighter in color, and this is the dark chocolate, a little bit darker. So, we're going to try both. I'm going to let Josh try. Do the milk chocolate first.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. The milk chocolate is Kristin's original recipe. It's amazing. I mean, I think it's great. What do you think?
Thanks, good.
Alright, so what started this was I said to Kristin, well, could you use dark chocolate? Because I am a dark chocolate fiend. And she's like, I don't know, you should give it a try. So, that's what we're going to do. I'll wait for you to finish the milk chocolate. I love the dark chocolate. I think this recipe is versatile enough that you can do either or. And I think it really comes down to what is your preference. What's your preference?
They're both good, but I'm more of a dark chocolate person, so I love the dark chocolate better.
Alright, so there it is. I think, because we are dark chocolate people, like that's what we typically buy. We don't eat a lot of sweets. I don't do a ton of baking, and I don't keep that kind of stuff in the house that much. But when we do want it, dark chocolate is what we gravitate towards. So I think for us, this just worked out to be a preference thing. Now, I will tell you, thanks babe, I appreciate it. I will tell you that it makes a ton, okay? So, this is one pan of fudge cut up. This is the dark chocolate, and then I have over here, this is the milk chocolate, okay? So we're going to make up packages. Josh is going to take one to his work. I'm going to take one to my work because there is no conceivable way we could eat all of this fudge. But it is fantastic. So, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Come back and see us soon. And as always, I hope you had a great day.